Welcome back to Inside the Process podcast, episode number 27. It is just me and Mr. Iswa today. We've got a good, pretty much should be a Q&A episode because we will put a question box up and we've got quite a lot of questions to run through, which I'm sure will spark some very good debates. Mr. Lewis Agnew has got his oats, his rest day oats as well. We are
Not anymore.
sitting
3 days out.
3 days out. Yep, that's correct. 3 days out, which is very exciting. How are you feeling? What has been the protocol? And we can talk about, I think we should talk about peak weeks in general as well. We'll run through that
Yeah,
episode.
100%. One of the questions does kind of lead on to that, or peak week sort of answers his question in a way. But my peak has been simple. We know how my body reacts. Let me just get this track in my face. Actually, we know how my body reacts to literally everything now, and it's quite easy to manage. So we've literally just been going with the most predictable sort of method of loading, being the linear load. Just gradually increasing food, 50, even 75 carb at a time, and we've been getting good results from it. And something I kind of spoke about, like we've not spilled at all, right? And we're going to go on today with a lower day of food. And I'm not going to be like, oh, I guarantee you I will look better tomorrow. But going off of what we've got before, and that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, you can be like, oh, we're drying off in a bit, but I almost look fuller and fresher on from like a day of less food. And I made a little point in the caption, like, it doesn't need to make sense. Like, if it works, then it actually doesn't need to make sense. If someone has like, let's just take a fucking extreme example. Someone has like a big slice of Costco cake before going on stage and they look mint. It doesn't need to make it literally doesn't need to make sense. The bottom line is it works and it's producing what you need it to produce. So that is where I'm at. Today we're at 330 carb. Yesterday was 575. The day before was 500 and the day before was 450. The day before that was 400. So we're just gradually going up, and mate, I feel like so much better than I did like the last time I done this pod. Like I feel so like bubbly. I feel like I'm not like dragging my ass like at all anymore. Sleep has been really, really good over the past few days, which has really been nice. Although it's been like super, super bright outside, which is kind of off-putting. I've been like sleeping with my hat, like my pit stop hat, like over my face. Like it's
Mate,
actually. I
I
need
go to
blackout
bed.
blinds, man.
I go to bed at 8:30. I wake up at 5:30, and like I can't remember the last time I seen like darkness outside because I wake up at
Yeah,
5:30. It's completely bright outside. I go to bed at 8:30. It's completely bright outside. It's
yeah,
so weird.
yeah. It's mental, isn't it? It's like you don't get a break from the light. But yeah, things on my end are going absolutely swimmingly well. How about yourself? What's going on with yourself for training, life?
Absolute spending, mate. So last week I think I touched on the last browser. I was feeling a bit meh, and I was feeling pretty fucked. So I've been kind of listening to the body. Took a couple extra rest days, couple of devolume sessions, and I'm pretty much back to it
I
now.
thought you did that, to be fair, because I was one of the days I was waiting for you, and I was like, where is he?
Yeah. Again, I was listening to a body. Like I'm not going to
Yeah,
force anything. I would rather just take an extra rest day and just be back to 100% sooner, if that makes sense.
yeah,
But
100%.
obviously, we've got the weekend ahead, which I'm very much looking forward to. That'll be a good weekend
Yeah,
with the boys as well. I wanted to touch on Connor Speak, so one of my clients who is out, a very, very similar situation to yourself right now. So yesterday, we done the exact same thing. So we ran two fairly aggressive, for him anyway, higher days of food. And then it wasn't really spilled over, as you kind of mentioned, but I was kind of talking to you about this in the gym when we pulled up to the gym, but it was just like, I could see a just slight blurring, especially through the midsection when he woke up. So I decided to put in a lower day of food yesterday, and he woke up today like just the best he's goddamn looked, like sharp, full, crispy, dry. And we're just in an amazing spot. So we've got, 3 days out. The plan of action, obviously, taking it a day at a time, but today we've ran another higher day of food, and the most we've actually put in, which is 400 grams of carbs, which for him is quite a lot because he's weighing like 57 kilos right now.
right, okay.
So yeah, so 400 grams of carbs going today. Most likely do a pretty aggressive day of loading again tomorrow, and then we have that one day out to have that drying off day. As we kind of discussed as well, I think something to note as well is like you can't fill up and dry off at the exact same time, if that makes sense. Like you need to kind of do one or the other. Like when you're loading carbs, when you're filling glycogen stores in muscle, that's obviously going to come with a bit of water. extracellular in the muscle, etc. Obviously, your goal is to pretty much land on stage with as minimal, extracellular fluid.
Yeah.
That's like the analogy. I think, actually, I think I got this from Josh. The water balloon analogy. When you fill that water balloon up, that you can almost like when that muscle's pushing up against the skin, you actually appear drier, and that's exactly how you want to
Yeah.
land on stage. So we know that we've ran 2 higher days of food. That low day wakes up dry, and I think that's what we're going to try and replicate when it comes to stage. I've got a good idea of the look with a scale weight, if that makes sense. So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
around that kind of high 57s. Like every single time he sent shots, again, as of yesterday, he's sending shots. Well, after every single meal, with weight in as well. So just kind of eye on how the body changes with certain fluids, with certain foods, and I've got him eating. I'm sending him meal by meal what meal to eat and the fluid between meals as well, so I know exactly to the fucking T what does what and how that looks in his physique. And again, with him being on stage, obviously pretty different to yourself. You're going to be on stage, once, maybe twice, and he's going to be on stage 4 times, like in the morning and the evening. So it's pretty different. So I would like to, before he does go on stage, I would like to put a decent amount of carbs and fluid in so he doesn't fade, especially with him doing 2 classes and he's
Yeah. Yeah.
prejudging the finals. So it's going to be a different scenario there. But yeah, I've gained a lot of data again with him. I can't remember what week he is in prep. I think it's like 6 or 7. There we go.
Yeah. I did it earlier on YouTube as well, mate. Don't worry.
So yeah, he's very fresh, and I think this is gonna. I'm very happy with how this last week is going. It's been fucking exciting. Like peak weeks are
Yeah,
just
it's
so
cool.
exciting. Like, and I explained to Connor, like, love training hard. It is like it's almost just weird, just forcing him to chill out. I have to put a leash on him when it comes to
Yeah.
his reps and reserve in the gym, devolume session, etc. He's like, it's boring, but he knows as well it serves a purpose, and he can see his body changing daily as well. And it's been pretty exciting to literally every single day sending shots, compare them to the day previous, compare to them post-workout shots, and just seeing the difference, especially with men's physique. It is really important that you really keep that midsection tight,
Yeah. 100%.
crispy. That is really important there. Again, something to note there is the class criteria, men's physique, bodybuilding, even like women, you've got mm, a lot of other things to consider there when it comes to different classes, but that's just something to note there. So that's kind of where he's at. Very excited to see how the body can change again, filling up, then a day of sort of diuresis, drying off, etc.
Yeah.
To land a crispy look when it comes to Sunday, which is very exciting.
Gosh. Very, very exciting. What time is
Yep.
that going to be at our time for when he's on stage?
Oh, so well,
It's thinking, isn't it?
today I get the official times of where of when the classes are like going to be on the order and stuff. So prejudging starts at 10 a.m. Canadian time, and then 5 p.m. and we are 7 hours ahead. So
Wait, so 5 p.m. is when he's on stage. Their
no,
time.
no, 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 no. That's when final starts, like all the classes. So see if he's like, is men's physique the last class on? Because I could be up at like
It
3, 4 a.m. mate.
depends, mate. It depends how they run it.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a late one, but that's coaching in. That's prep coaching for you. I'm looking forward to it. So Sunday's going to be a busy day. Obviously, I'll be at Lewis's show, and I'll also be I'll have a client on stage as well throughout the day, which will be pretty exciting.
That'll be
So
sick. That'll be sick. The
yeah, yeah,
little weekend vlog going down.
yeah. I'll get a wee weekend off for you, show, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be good, mate. That'll be good. I'm gonna.
What is that? Is that Ultra Rosa?
Yeah, of course it is.
Top one. I would say top one, and then second goes Rossi.
Mate, this has been like my top one, like over the past few days. You know me, I like my mango fiesta.
I actually rate it. I did try that last show day weekend.
It's just so beautiful. The more monsters I drink, the more I realise that white is shite.
White just fucks up my stomach. But I do like it, but I really have monsters now. I'll probably have like 1 or 2 when we're to fucking keep me awake. To be honest.
I have a monster a day. It's just procedure. Listen, it works. It works, mate. It works. What are you up to on the rest day? You got much? You got much? And we
Uh,
both got a haircut, didn't we?
yeah, a little shorter on top for me today. What about
Yeah.
yourself?
I just got the usual, mate. My barber's away on holiday though, so this will be my first
Uh,
time getting my hair cut off of this guy. My first time speaking to this guy. He was a lovely boy. It was good. I'm happy. I'm happy with the
see
trim.
me get your hair cut. Are you a type of guy to like? every time you get a haircut, you always, like, chat away, like, just, like, the whole time that you're chatting to your barber, like,
So. We're just talking about the football and
I'm
stuff like that.
I always just, like, I just sit and fucking meditate, mate. I just, like, chill the fuck out. I don't even say a word. Like, if I don't
You
know, like, if
Turkish
I
barbers though?
yeah, well, when I moved here, like, I moved to, like, a Turkish barber that's, like, round the corner from my house, but I
Yeah, yeah.
used to go to, like,
At the
barbers who,
spa?
like yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
like, I used to go to barbers who, like, I knew and I was talking and stuff, but see if I don't know them, like, I'll actually sit in silence. Unless they obviously spark conversation, then I'll obviously chat
Yeah,
away.
I just felt like I kinda had to. It was at 9:30 in the morning, everyone was talking about, like, the football last night and
Yeah,
stuff, and I
yeah.
was just like, "Ah."
To be fair, last time you asked me, like, "Oh, what you up to today?" General chat, I was like, "Oh, you're just working on me." He's like, "Oh, what you do?" I was like, "Oh, I'm an online coach." He was like I was like, "Oh, yeah, I coach bodybuilders." He's like, "You a bodybuilder?" 'Cause, like, I'm fucking, you know, just in my baggy top, and it's just listen, it happened the exact same thing happened in LA at passport control. They were asking why we were here, and fucking Josh, you know, he loves a fucking yap. He was chatting fucking
Yeah.
away to this guy, and he was trying to explain me, you know, 60 kilos soaking wet just off the fucking flight that this guy's competing in a natural bodybuilding show. It's just yeah.
Yeah, mate,
He just wouldn't believe it, mate. He wouldn't believe it.
yeah, it's weird to, like, the outside eye, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, 'cause even when you say to people, you can sometimes see the look on their face like, "What?
No, no.
You?
Right.
60
Question number
kilos?"
one. Question number one.
Yeah, yeah, let's get in it.
I'm not even looked at these, so just run it through in order. Tips on feeling quads on leg extension, leg press, hack squat, etc.
I'll start it off with leg extension. You
Yep.
drag through the quads, it's as simple as that. Like, you're not kicking the weight from A to B. Like, obviously, again, you can implement pauses at both ends and stuff like that. But I think the main sort of thing is you're actually actively dragging through the quads. Like, think about actually flexing your quads throughout the movement. Not only are you going to be able to feel that little bit better, but your quad work as a whole is going to be so much more accurate. You're probably going to be able to take more reps closer to failure because your tempo is a lot better. I just think that, like, my leg extension work and my quads have been, improved a lot just since I implemented just dragging through the quads. Like, for me,
Yeah.
it's as simple as that.
Yeah. So dragging, not kicking is how I summarize that. And again, with leg extension, people just want to rush the set, get it over and done with
Yeah.
because it's sore, and you lose that intent. Another thing I would say in regards to your setup is just ensuring that you're getting full dorsiflexion. So you're thinking about pointing your toes to your head or to the roof and keeping your like and when you do that you should almost like feel like your ankle flex in a sense. So getting the toes pointing to the roof, which in itself will engage the quads a little bit more as well and will be easier to feel there.
Have you ever seen
Again,
me do a set of leg extension? Have you seen what happens to my right foot?
to just like
Like, it literally just, like,
yeah,
shakes me.
just
It's
yeah,
awful.
yeah, yeah. Now for quad compound work, so again, it's very easy to slap on more load that you can do in a sense. Like you can almost you can probably put on like an extra 5, 10 kilos, but you're probably not going to get anything
Yeah,
more
it
out of the
just
quads in
becomes
a
like a
sense. So
glute squat almost.
yeah, so again, when it comes to exercise selection as well, probably picking movements that are, machine based, like a pendulum hat squat. It's probably going to be a lot easier as well compared to like a barbell squat, even a Smith squat to a certain extent as well. So it's going to be much easier to bias the quads there. Again, setup wise or execution wise, when it comes to quad training, the main thing we want to be thinking about is knee over toe, knee flexion. Okay. Other than your hips, shooting back and forth and almost kind of turn it into a hinge movement, which is very, very common again in a barbell Smith squat, is when you initiate that movement, you initiate it by shooting the hips back and it just again turns it into a glute movement there. So again, knee over toe, as much knee flexion as possible. The main thing I would say is now if you have poor ankle mobility, don't be scared to allow your heels to lift off as well. But I think just controlling the end ranges, again, just general control, being in tempo with actually driving through your quads and not just rushing it as well or bouncing out the hole as well.
Yeah,
Would be my
that's a
sort of
big
main
one.
tips. And yeah,
Yeah, that is a big one. Obviously, controlling that, changing direction. Like, we've been there ourselves, so we've put maybe too much weight on a hack, too much weight on a pendulum. You're not getting fuck all at your quads doing that. You're literally
100%.
just feeling your ego. It's as simple as
Like
that.
you should listen, when I come off a leg press set, a pendulum set, my quads feel
Yeah, they're
like
fried.
blown. Like I have so much
Yeah.
blood in them. Another thing you can do as well, and again, this is for any sort of body part that you struggle with, is in this quad example, you could do leg extensions before you go into your quad work as well.
Mhm.
So isolation work before you go into the main compound work to again get that blood in there, improve that internal flow, internal connection.
Yeah. That's what I
Uh,
do with my chest work.
yep,
A bit
exactly.
of short range work before the length and stuff.
Right. Oh, that's wait. I've got some good questions. I've actually not even read these. I like to just say them for the pod. How
Yeah.
to deal with clients who have goals of increasing cardiovascular fitness?
You want to touch on this one first?
Yeah. So I mean,
So
it's a
the bottom line is they've got clients that maybe have physique goals, but also have goals with regards to like say running 5Ks, marathons,
yeah.
half marathons, etc., etc.
Well, Mr. Ross
Yeah,
Ward.
you've got quite first hand experience with this.
Yeah, yeah. He a few months back, we kind of changed up his program a bit, so it wasn't like specifically bodybuilding. It was still obviously process on building muscle, physical development, etc. But pretty much what we did, and it's something that you need to consider here is again, it depends on what the goals, whether it's running or just general fitness, cardiovascular fitness. But I think just pretty much what I did anyway was reduce the number of training days to match the sort of increase in recovery demands in a sense.
Yeah, yeah,
So obviously you're going to have more cardio, more expenditure. Also, what I did was, if they have days when, it's very focused on the cardiovascular fitness, i.e., they're doing a lot of runs, whether it be like 10K, 5K, what I did was I had training day macros, rest day macros, and then, well, what I called it was running day macros. So
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much what that was, we actually it was a little bit more calories in rest day, but less in training day. And it was lower protein, lower fat, and higher carbs, if that makes sense. To just help fuel that there. So that's kind of something that you can consider as well. But just probably reducing the training days or just the volume to again
Yeah,
ensure that they're
100%.
not fucked and they can actually recover from what they're doing. And that would be the main sort of advice. So again, I can't really give you guidance on really depends on what their goals is and how you would program that as well.
Yeah, and what's
Especially
more
when
important to them as well, I think.
yeah, especially if it's like very demanded on the lower body. Again, could look to reduce their leg days to maybe once per week and have it away from the days that maybe they may be running, cycling, whatever. So yeah, pretty basic there. But
Yeah,
have you got
it's
anything?
pretty, yeah, it's pretty basic. I was thinking that myself. Like the bottom line is, you need to make room for this new expenditure with when it comes to like your like recovery space realistically. And obviously, like if it is like running, it's very high impact. Realistically, like I would
Yeah,
very rarely, if ever, program running as like a form of cardio unless the person really wants to fucking run, because realistically, it's super high impact, and it will have some form of effect, if placed close to lower training days. But I think you kind of covered everything there. Do you want me to
yeah,
whack up a question now?
yeah. Of course, of course. That was two good questions though.
Yeah, I'll just go from front to back. How's Lewis found managing work and prep? Realistically, mate, like the for Mr. Will Ravi, the goat. Realistically, I have not struggled much. I don't think. I think I've been quite open and honest about how I kind of wish I'd struggled a little bit more. And but I think it will be a case of I will, come out of this contest prep setting and I will look back and go, "Oh, I was actually fucked. I just didn't really realize it." Um, so I think that will definitely be a case. But in terms of how I've managed it, it's been pretty easy. Although my work does consist of me being on my feet, and it can sometimes consist of me like lifting heavy boxes and shit like that. I don't let it affect me, like from like a mental standpoint. I would never go in, say if I've started at 6 in the morning, and then I'm finishing at what, like maybe 1 o'clock, in the afternoon, 12:30. I would never go and train after that and think, oh fuck, I'm going to regress because I've just done that. Yes, you need to take it into consideration, but also be objective with it. Like understand that yes, you have had this expenditure before your training, but don't be like I hate to say it, but don't be like a bitch about it. Like it just needs to get done realistically, and it's not had any negligible impact on my prep as a whole. Well, realistically, we can't really say that because it's kind of immeasurable at the moment. But I think I've managed it well, realistically. The main thing is obviously when it comes to like irregular shifts is just beyond your shit from like a routine time management standpoint. And apart from that, like it's been golden, mate. I've just been the Argos shred method. That's what it is. That's literally what it is.
Honestly, I think it's actually helped you, mate. Genuinely, I
Yeah,
think it has. But
it gives me
obviously,
something. It's another thing to do in the day. Like keeping kept
yeah,
busy.
I think a big thing is just like the mindset and perspective. Like you, like again, like it's a part-time job and a retail job. There's literally loads of people who work full-time labor, high demanding jobs. You know, that's much, much, much harder to manage than that. And I think it's a mindset and perspective thing. Again, it's something that's you can't change for now
Yeah,
anyway. You can't control it, so why stress about it?
yeah.
As what it is. Like
There
you,
there you go. Mm.
yeah, and it's not when you look at the grand scheme of things, it's really it's not that much of a hurdle. You know, it really isn't. And again, it can be if you make it. Oh, I'm not good at this at the same time. Blah blah blah. But it's a mindset and perspective thing. You know that again, your head's screwed on. You have that good perspective, and you know it's not the end of the world there.
Yeah, no, 100%, mate, 100%. And like you say, there's other people out there that are literally working full-time jobs, being manual labour jobs with kids, and if they can do it, why the fuck can't I? Their
100%.
problems, my problems are minuscule to theirs. So if they can do it, why
That's
can't
exactly what you got to. That's exactly what you got to think. Next question: how did you guys become friends? Slash, how long got to hear
I?
the
That's a good
story
one.
behind the friendship. I actually think we
That's a
did
good
touch
one.
up on this a little bit, but I think it's
Yeah,
good to
I
go.
think this was in episodes and episodes ago. Who's that question
Yeah,
from?
yeah. Fit's fit, and they go.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Right,
mate, his reels are fucking legendary, man.
I was actually like I really like the one about like the drinking the monsters intra workout. That's the most far off it thing, and we can speak about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Mate, it's so common in JPs as well, mate, because there's
Yeah,
a
like I just
big
want to drink
fridge
this
of.
carbonated drink before I jump on the hat squat.
Mm,
Yeah, mate, it
there you
sounds great.
So how did you guys become friends? So I literally remember the very first interaction. Listen, you know my memory. My memory's fucking awful, so this says
Oh
something.
shit,
But first interaction was I was at JP's.
would have been June 2024. I want to say
I'm horrible with dates.
July
Horrible with
2024
dates.
because I signed up with Josh in the September. June, July 2024.
Was I there before one of Josh's client meetups? Nope. Before that.
No, you came with Chrissy
Mm,
and stuff like that.
yep.
Just to fuck
Yep.
about, I think. Just
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I used to go to JP's like back in the day every now and then when I used to stay like 40 minutes away. Did Josh take me? I'm not sure. But anyway,
yeah,
I think I
yeah.
was there with Josh. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you
Josh
came
took
into
me there.
because everyone came from Josh's car, and it was like everybody's like, "Oh my god, there's Josh and his pals turning up."
Yeah. So let's just do a set. I think the very first interaction was you let's just ask me for a spot. Or
Yeah,
or
I said
you
that I
can
liked it. Seen that I seen your stuff on Instagram. I said I like your
yeah, seen
shirt.
yourself on Instagram. Yeah, I remember. And I remember very vividly, I was like, this guy's like a literal child, mate. Like, he looked like you actually look 12, mate. You literally look 12
Yeah, I know.
back then. But uh, yeah, that was the first interaction. You asked me for a spot, or sorry, the first interaction was he saw myself on Instagram. I don't know if you mentioned something about possibly starting with Josh, then maybe not.
Yeah, no,
But
I said I'd be excited to be coached by Josh too, and you were like,
yeah,
"Oh,
but yeah, I found it pretty mad because I was obviously just like posting my training and I was in my off season. I was like, fucking hell, like people actually watch my shit. Like, you know what I mean? I like, and like, not to sound fucking egotistical, but like, I didn't know like who you were and like you were like following my stuff. And like, again, even now when people come through and stuff, like I say that, I still find it fucking crazy. And I'm sure you found the exact same stuff. Like, it's pretty weird. Like, yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. But that was the first interaction. Then, yeah, I spotted you on the
not listen
Nautilus
to
shoulder press. How much load did you have on it then?
Jesus Christ, probably a plate and a half if you're lucky."
Was it
Listen,
a
mate,
good set though?
I
A good
only
set.
weighed about that, mate. So
Yeah, yeah. So that was the first interaction. Then from there, really, it was just we were just training at JP's similar times, I believe, and then
yeah,
just
yeah,
chatting away, like just general sort of like a stereotypical gym bro friendship. You know what I mean? Just
yeah,
training,
mate, yeah. There's
supporting
nothing.
each other. You know what I mean?
Obviously you went traveling and stuff like that, and before your prep,
Was
and
that like were we like talking regularly before that, or
yeah, yeah, because you went to Copenhagen, and I wasn't
yep,
even in the group chat at that point,
yep, yep, yep.
and then you added me to the group chat, and then that's when it sort of all came, and then we actually started like going out and doing things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What
but
was
that
like
was
the what was like the first thing that we did?
for Josh's team meetup, maybe.
Yeah, but like out with like the gym. Do
Oh,
you know what I
I
mean?
don't know, mate.
I think it would have actually been the natural physique meetup night out. Does that sound right?
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. And again, like
No,
just
Josh's
like
team meetup night out at Christmas, because that's when I met Noah Campbell.
what did we do then? Was it
We went
bowling?
to golf.
Golf, golf, golf,
I
golf,
went and
golf.
got a bottle of apple cider from Sainsbury's.
Yep. Yeah. That yeah. That was when you really solidified yourself in customers, mate.
Yeah.
That was funny. But like
Um,
again, in the gym, like when we're spotting each other, when we're talking with each other, you could just see that passion that we both had, similar ages, similar goals.
mhm.
That just sort of like similarity in a sense, just kind
Yeah.
of sparked the friendship the way I had today. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Aye. We're very, very similar.
It'll be pretty cool to look back at a couple of years, even like now, mate, when you're prepping,
Yeah,
I just
when
prepped.
we look
You know what
back
I
at
mean?
fucking even your prep, and we look back at the old JP's unit and all that, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
still it's
yeah.
crazy.
Got to enjoy it while it lasts. Got to enjoy it while it lasts. Good
For
question there.
sure.
Did you want to fire over
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
question?
I'll give us a little question. Oh, I always shut down my Instagram, my
Actually,
bastard.
something I wanted to touch on as well, I forgot, and something
Sure.
we were discussing, and that you had mentioned at the start of this pod, was the predictability of your peak week and just like just chilling out. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing complicated. You're literally doing nothing complicated. It's like what 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 worked last time, you're pretty much just replicating that in a sense, and just obviously making slight adjustments there. I think that is the best thing when it comes to peak week, having that predictability. Every decision that should be made should not just be, oh fuck it, let's just see what happens. It should be like there should be reasoning behind it.
Yeah, 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 100%.
And just keeping it simple. And if something works, there's no need to change anything. Keep everything the goddamn same.
Yeah. For real, for real. Question from Mr. Zach H. Jim. Shout out to my gran actually, she just texted me to say, when am I leaving for the show? I have to pop in and she'll give me some money. What G.
Oh, legend.
So I'll need to jump up and see my gran. Zach H. Jim, tips for posing holds. I think do you know who Zach H. Jim is? Men's physique guy, ridiculously good back. You'll
I
know
think it,
when I show you. You'll know when I show you.
I think he's asked a question.
I
I don't
need
think
to
I've saw
see
him
if
before,
I'm
mate. I don't think I've
focused.
saw him before.
Yeah, right, hold on, right, I'll put his back double.
Fucking hell, that's a
Yeah.
thick back, mate.
He's nasty. Oh, there we go. The osmos. So tips for posing holds. Now he's working with Mr. Keds, but I believe for his posing. So obviously he'll be
Yep.
super on his shit. And me and you have been through periods of our life where we have held front relaxed for 3 minutes straight, went into a round, 3 minutes straight front relaxed, went into a round, 3 minutes straight front relaxed. I genuinely believe, like, I would actually rather get like tortured.
That
Like,
was the worst. That was the worst part of prep. Worst part of
you
prep.
see, I used to do that outside when it was raining, and I used to be like, right, this is like no one else is doing this. This is so like, mate, it's so like, nah, you couldn't pay, mate, you could not pay me to do that.
Yeah, the thing is,
Like,
like, see the start of my prep. I genuinely could not hold my quads fully contract for like 5 seconds without like letting my, especially my left quad. That's kind of what I struggle with most. And it's literally like driving a car. The more you do it, the better you
yeah,
get at it. It's that
100%,
simple.
mate.
And like, yes, you can have all these cues, but you simply it's literally fitness. Like you need to improve your posing fitness. That's what it is.
Yeah,
So it's literally a case of rounds after rounds after rounds, and that is unfortunately
yeah.
the fucking horrible answer,
It's
but it's the
difficult,
reality.
mate, but it's a difficult skill, but it's definitely a skill
Yeah.
worthwhile because when you step on that
It's,
stage,
yeah.
you are fucking exposed. If you cannot hold a pose, if you cannot stay on your legs without like literally looking like a shitting dog, you just look like a fucking idiot. Like,
It's,
and it
I can't
literally
emphasize the importance.
like and I actually don't I mean for this to come across as blunt, you actually look like a fucking idiot. Like you put so much work in to bring like a physique to stage and you can't even show it off properly. Like you genuinely look silly. It is silly to not practice your posing. So that is the main thing. Practice your posing, practice it frequently, often, and
Have
then
set
what
weekly
little bit.
targets.
Yeah,
Weekly
yeah, yeah,
targets,
yeah.
like your step goal.
Yeah, that's what we have. Yeah,
Yep. And all my clients in
sequence stuff.
prep, they all have literally their cardio. Their posing as a form of cardio. because we do rounds after rounds after rounds. And again, if you track your heart rate and you do it properly, your heart rate will literally be above 130, 140, 150 at times. There.
Easily, easily, mate. So that's that. Tips for pose and holds.
The thing is, when you're on stage as well, like it's not like you go on stage, you hit the pose for 1 or 2 seconds. Like you're literally you're getting compared to 4 or 5 different people. You need to be holding that pose. Like the judges are looking at this person, then this person, then this person, then this person, and like if you can hold it for 1 second, sound. But when it comes to you and your quads aren't engaged 100%, then your quads literally look smaller, less detailed. Again, you've worked so hard to get in stage condition, and if you can't show it, then it doesn't fucking matter, does it? So
Yeah,
again,
you may as well just turn up fat.
I mean, yeah, you might as well, mate. You might as well. Little
What have we
from
got here?
my goat, Finley Thornton.
No, it's good.
How cheap does dark chocolate have to be for Lewis to be a law-abiding citizen?
Mate, it need to be a pound a bar, I think. No, but even if that though, mate,
You're
like
still saving a shit ton of money at the end of the day, mate.
the last time I went in a Tesco, right, I picked up 7 bars, £3.50 times 7.
I literally bought 3 bars today because I ran out of the Montezumas, and I was like, should I just stick this in my pocket or should I just
See when
fucking
we go down to England, mate,
yeah? Can you get me like a good month
we'll
supply?
just be dropping off the Morrisons, will we?
We'll just take it by boxes,
No,
mate.
listen. 100 bars of dark chocolate challenge recorded for the in-person inside the process.
Oh, so peak, so fucking peak.
Yeah, they would need to be cheaper than a pound, or a pound or cheaper, but they're £3.50. So,
Valid answer. Valid answer.
mate,
Wo-
yeah, I'll get on to the most far off it thing. That kind of links in with that, but on you.
Okay, okay. Will Ravi asked me a question else. He said, cream of rice preference right now. I know you're not a cream rice guy. Have either of you tried ESN or engineered rice pudding? Have you?
I've not tried any. I want to
Never.
try. I want to try Strom cream of rice though. It just looks good.
Yeah,
The
I've heard
packaging
good
just
things about it.
appeals to me.
I've got 2 bags of train by GP left, but what I do is I use like 3/4 of rice flour, then a quarter of cream of rice. So like my cream of
And
rice just lasts for ages.
you think the flavouring's all good? You think you can still taste the flavour?
Yeah.
It's not
100%.
dull.
It's slightly dull, but then I also mix like a little bit my way in as well, and it's fine.
Over these flavourings on it.
I know, mate. So yeah,
Yeah,
cream rice
I need to
preference.
get on that. Do you get rice flour from Sainsbury's?
Yes, and it's so much cheaper, mate. Like
Where do you go for Sainsbury's? Do you go to Cook and Tilloch?
I did it when I was like out somewhere, so I don't think it was
Oh, yeah.
anywhere because there's not one nearby me, so
Yeah, there's one like 15, 20 minutes away from us.
that's not near. That's like
Yeah.
anyway. Cream rice preference right now. I've only ever tried Perform cream rice and Train by GP cream rice. And I can hands down say Train by GP cream rice is so much better. And my favourite flavour would be white chocolate coconut. There's that question.
I put you on to that, by the way.
You did. You actually got me into cream rice because you gave me that bag for free.
Yeah, mate, there was literally like 2 servings took out of that, and I fucking hated it. Cause it
It
made,
was so good, mate.
I'll hold my hands up. I'll hold my hands up. I made it wrong, and I know I made it wrong, and
See
that's why I don't like it.
if people say that, oh, it's so sandy, like you're just making it wrong. Like it's.
Yeah, just admit
I was
you are
I
bad.
was the exact same when I first tried cream rice. I was like, what the fuck is this? Because I made it
Mate,
horribly
I
wrong. The
wasn't
texture
even
was
making
horrible.
it sandy. Do you know what I was doing? I was putting it in the freezer, and it was like jelly, mate.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
disgusting.
yeah, it is disgusting, mate.
Like it's actually, if you make it
Awful.
properly, it's a fucking beautiful texture. It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's literally a big bowl of dessert, mate. It's actually like it's fucking
Yeah.
scary, like how good it tastes.
I want like a
Um,
carbonara or macaroni whey pesto, but that's a different fucking story.
or you got fucking chicken tikka masala, mate. So
I'd honestly, I had to stop myself from buying that. I would love that with sourdough. I
one of my
actually
favorite whey flavors ever is the chicken waffles one. Oh my days, that was so good. No, it was no, sorry. I think it was like
bacon,
pancakes and bacon.
pancakes and bacon.
Oh
Yeah,
mate, like it didn't taste like that at all. It was just like I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like fucking
like
good.
what are they? Razzlers, the bacon crisps. You know the ones.
Mm, it was more like pancakey sweetie. I had like
More pancakey, yeah.
a hint of that, but it was more like it was like cereal milk, but a bit of bacon.
Okay, okay.
I thought you were gonna take swearing, mate. It was just good.
Were
It
you
was
in
just good.
fit
Just
when you
try.
were having this by any chance?
I was. I was.
Yeah,
I was.
and there we go.
Bit still. Bit still. Bit still.
There we go. I'll go with another question. Um, a question from my client. How does hydration have an effect on training? That's a good one, to
Oh,
be fair.
very
Um,
important. Very important.
yeah, and from multiple different sort of reasons. Realistically, like how the fuck is the nutrients going to be transported into your muscles? Like if you don't have enough fluid in your body, you're not going to be able to get a pump. You're not going to be like, able to transport those nutrients. Therefore, your training is going to be like in a diminished sort of state. Like I genuinely think it is a state as simple as that. And even from like if you want to look at it from like a cognitive sort of standpoint as well, like fluid is needed to function like to a high standard cognitively as well. So again, it's super essential, and that's one thing that like I notice is it's common, especially with when new people, new clients come on board. Like you see like the water intake, and I'm like, mate, what
You're
we
literally
doing?
dehydrated. You're
Why
dehydrated.
why are we having 1.5 liters a day?
Yep. It's
What we
so
doing?
common. Like, it's
Yeah, man,
actually
it's
scary how
common.
common it is.
But people don't speak about it enough though, so you can't even really be like, yeah,
100%. Yeah.
what you can't. I say what you're doing, like you can't even really be like what you're doing because it's not really spoke about. Like everybody knows that you should be having like 1.1 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Like everybody knows that shit. It's like, it may as well be tattooed on the back of everyone's hands, but no one really speaks about water. I don't think
Yeah.
we,
I recommend as a bare minimum 4 liters for absolutely everyone. There's no
yeah,
reason why you would be below for 4 liters. Again, people who say, "Oh, I struggle to get water in," like just drink the fucking water, mate. Like it's
mate,
actually not that
three
hard. Like you
three
just,
hundred mils an hour.
mate, you literally just have to have your water bottle by you, like at all times, so you don't forget. It's that simple.
Yeah,
It's not hard at all. But yeah, another thing as well when it comes to peaking as well is a mistake people make is cutting water, because if you cut water or reduce your water and you're putting carbs in, those carbs are not going to get soaked up in a sense, and
yeah.
it's going to leave you with a watery, softer look, because you're not actually able to fill up and put the carbs to use. That's also very
It
important as
does the
well. Is
exact opposite of what people
Yep,
think it does as well. Because realistically, if your body's in a dehydrated state, your kidneys are going to be trying their fucking best to hold on to any fluid because they're thinking, what the fuck is going on? There's no fluid coming in here. It's not just going to be a case of you piss it out and you look dry as a fucking desert. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. Like you said, that dry look comes from the muscle pushing against the skin, and not any sort of extracellular fluid as well. But like
yep,
cutting water's actually like I actually can't believe some people still do that.
yeah. But like, see if like you're not in the bodybuilding space. Like people just like assume like, oh, when you're getting on stage, like you just cut water. Like it's just like such like a stereotype almost, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, no, yeah, 100%, 100%. But
Because
like
what?
it does the opposite of what people think it does. Like
Yeah,
you're going to look more watery cutting water.
yeah, 100%.
It's as simple as that.
That's why sodium fluid, again, this peak week with Connor, is not moved at all. It's not moved at all. Actually, today on his rest day, because we're loading more carbs, I've just got him doing his training day salt amounts. So it's actually
Yeah, just
increasing
a little
sodium in a
bit
sense.
more. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does make sense.
literally.
Obviously, going off a little bit more
And
food to match that with the sodium.
if you're going to adjust the fluid in the salt, it will be by teeny amounts, maybe show day 1 day out, and that would be the max. There's no need to adjust it, especially when you're carb loading. It should not be decreased at all. So that's something to note there. Mr. Iswa, question for you: how many shows is Lewis planning on doing this season?
That's a good one actually, because I've just booked some flights for another one. I've been absolutely fucking robbed. 180 quid. I always love it when it goes, oh yeah, here you go, here's these flights, they're 80 quid. By the way, you need to pay for this, and this as well. And then before you know it, it's fucking 250.
It's the
Um,
game, mate. It's the game.
that is a game. I maybe just start doing that for coaching. Like coaching is 30 quid, and then like by the time they've actually like sent me across the details and stuff, it's fucking 300 quid a month, and I'm fucking happy. But anyways, the planned amount of showings. So obviously we've done Naturals 1. We're going to be doing Naturals 2 this weekend. We have got the UK DFBA Heart of England as 18. We're just doing the one class on the day there as well. WMBF first time as a novice. We're going to be in the novice class. Hopefully they do it by height classes, because I do not want Charlie Bentley to bend me over backwards.
Mm.
Although it's about the love of the process and stuff like that, I definitely don't think I'd love the process of getting fucked on stage. Then wrapping that up, 20 days after that, we have just booked another show in Italy, and we're doing the OCB Milan. So we're going to come home. I had to book the extra luggage because I'm just thinking, do they give out? Can we search up? Can we search this up? Actually, can we share the screen? I want to see what do they do trophies or do they do medals? Like, I'm being full transparency.
I've
Because
actually got a question that's going to relate to probably what you're about to say.
oh yeah, is it about to be something about a pro card?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I actually don't want one from the OCB.
Uh, don't blame you. Don't
I,
fucking blame you.
I don't. I'm just going there for the experience. Like,
It just lines up well. Like, that's
yeah,
literally.
it just lines up well. Like, I can fully be transparent about this. Like, yes, I'll take the piss and say that I'm a professional bodybuilder, but at the same time, it's not going anywhere near my bio and stuff like that. Like
You,
I don't want it. Like, I'm being
like,
so serious. I don't want it.
you are, but you're not. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like it's like when people go pro in fucking what, what federation we got like fucking CPA or something, mate. You know what I mean? Like
It's like when you nip that bird in your granny's butt when you were wee. It doesn't count.
OCB Italy. Well, I have no clue what to expect from an OCB show, like in Italy. Like I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, what I want to know, like, if there's is it medals or is it trophies? Like, what does it look
Right,
like?
well, we medal here. Oh, this is it. This is literally what we're looking for. Is that is that what?
It's a trophy medal.
That's pretty sick. If it is,
What is it about to
fuck no.
do? What are they about to do here?
Oh no, it's sick little medal.
Yeah, but I hope there's like an Italian flag on it. I'm just doing it for it's a show abroad. It lines up really well, and obviously I've got Milan's got such like a close part in my heart. Like, you know,
Oh, OCB Italy was. This is our first year.
it's the first year in Italy.
Yeah. So I think that kind of, you know what I mean, it might be a little bit of a, you know what
Mate,
I'm saying?
I won't be surprised if I'm the only team.
Oh mate, I
I don't
oh
want
my
that.
god, oh my
Man.
god, oh my god, oh my god. There's a fucking dagger. We got a sword, mate.
That's Rome, though.
What are you doing, Milan?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh mate, how sick would that be? Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
oh, it's a fucking WWE belt.
yeah. Wait, that's for mine. That's
Oh my god.
shut up, mate.
Oh my god.
Maybe I want to go pro now. I want a fucking belt.
Uh Wait, see translation, see translation. A belt that represents so much more. It's a symbol.
Oh,
Yes.
mate, that's sick.
Every new pro will not win just one title. So they're handing out multiple pro cards in. And the medals look sick though.
I'm excited for this, man.
Oh mate, please come back with a fucking WWE belt, mate.
I don't. I think I'd rather a dagger though, mate.
Yeah, sure.
But that's
Well,
pretty cool. So 5 planned
yeah.
shows for the season. 0 in the motherland of Scotland. I'll be back in 2029. However, to compete at the BNBS Scottish, I believe that's my plans as of right now. But as we know, things can change. But it's actually mental to think because I'll be finishing prep. Um, what 27th of June, and I think there will be probably longer than 3 years, mate. So over 1,000 days
Fucking hell.
before I return back into a prep setting again. Because I know I'm going to get the itch to go in 2020, fucking probably 2027, 2028, and I
Yeah.
just want to hold it off to 2029.
Yeah, you just need to remind yourself of like all of
The
that
goals
when
that
it comes
I
about.
have, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But
that's something I literally was like sitting in my bed last night, and I had the like I was just like trying to get to sleep, and I was like, fuck, I want to write down an idea for that I had for content with regards to like how social media, like, you know how you say people, oh, I'm getting the itch, I'm getting the itch. Like, you need to keep at the fucking forefront of your mind your goals. Like, if you just jump on stage every fucking year, you're not going to make significant improvements. You're not going to make these strides forward that you ultimately, quote unquote, need to be making to be pro or whatever the fuck your goals may be in the sport. But yeah,
Especially,
right
especially,
naturals.
on, like, especially a natural to put on significant, noticeable size on stage, like,
Yeah,
it's going to be years. So
yeah.
that's sort of reality. But the question was, what Fed would you guys want to go pro in?
The WNBF.
Likewise, IFBB.
I don't plan on going assisted, man.
Yeah. The thing is, like,
And then well, if you go natural, if you get a natural IFBB pro card, where the fuck do you go from there?
yeah. I mean, I think we discussed this in that Beyond the Process episode, but like maybe in 3, 4 years' time, like that might be the way to go though. You know, we don't know
Yeah,
where
there
that's
may
going to
be
go.
better avenues down that way, but I just think with how large the WNBF are, like obviously again, like I've never competed with them. You know how if you just compete, like I've competed with the PCA and I've had such a positive experience with the PCA. So now I'm like, yeah, PCA. I like PCA, but there's like
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
no route for natural
yeah,
competitors down the PCA route. But like I automatically now have PCA held on some sort of pedestal because I just like the way it was ran.
yeah.
So I'm hoping that I fall into that sort of way with the WNBF as well. I,
I've
I think
100% think about.
yeah, yeah,
Especially with like, especially in natural physique, Josh Finley, they're very close with the WNBF, like, and like, they're very friendly with them, and it's a good experience. But yeah, WNBF really go, especially like, see when it comes to go assisted, I know that I do not have elite genetics. Do you know what I mean? So like, is it even worth it? Like, am I even going to go for an IFBB, the NPC route if I go assisted? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of I'm
yeah.
thinking
You
of
can always look at it like that though in a way, and it like, oh, I'm not gonna be as
100%.
good as this guy or good as that guy. Yeah,
The thing is, you don't know until you don't try.
yeah. Yeah. You could be like the big. You could literally be the biggest hyper responder ever.
I was about to say that you don't know how you're going to respond to the
Yeah.
drugs, but WNBF for the time
Yeah.
being.
So I've got no plans to go assist now as well. Like
Yeah.
even in the future, like that's just where I'm at now.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially, I do only think the natural bodybuilder as a whole will just be getting bigger and bigger every year, to be
Yeah,
honest.
100%.
Especially in the UK, like, the the steps forward in shows last year, this year, what they're doing, I think it's going to really, what do they call it? The cream always rises to the top, whatever that fucking saying
Yeah,
is. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and even like obviously with the MBW live stream and stuff like that, other federations now almost kind of need to live up to that standard. And then
They need
the fact that
to,
they're all
yep,
competing against each other, because it's a business at the end of the day, that just pushes the standard higher and higher. More exposure, more athletes, better athletes. You know, more people want to watch it. It's genuinely just as simple as that.
yep. See,
I
if
have
I've got actually, sorry, I've got a question for you. If you were
yeah,
to host your own show, what would it be called?
host my own show,
Yeah, like bodybuilding show.
the Custards Classic,
Cold,
the
cold.
custard, the
And
cold
then,
custard classic because cold custard is better than warm custard.
what would the trophy be for the overall winner?
Fucking hell. What does what would the trophy be?
I think like a fucking.
That big block of cheese.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Like a
I,
big a mozzarella stick. Like a giant mozzarella stick.
I think some fucking like nunchucks or no, some fucking knuckle dusters, mate.
Mate, that'd be so good, mate. I
Listen,
never
mate. They're giving out swords, daggers, fucking hammers. Why don't give us some fucking knuckle dusters? Actually, put them to good use. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So the Custard
Yeah.
Classic 2027, and we're giving out some knuckle dusters for the overall winner.
Yeah.
And we're also going to do the softest the softest trophy. The guy who comes in the softest gets that trophy. How does that work?
Yeah, it just gets like this is like a big blob of custard
Yeah,
on a
listen, oh
trophy.
my god. Remember the WNBF Korea guy at the WNBF Worlds? He was the
Oh
only
yeah.
guy in the super heavyweight class, and he was literally like, he was softer than me peak off season. Like, he was actually, and mate,
Yeah.
he is the president of like whatever country he's from. I don't know what country he's from, but the WNBF, whatever country, he is the president of that.
Yeah,
Like,
that
what
was
the fuck?
crazy. Like what
Yeah,
yeah,
anyway,
that was kinda that was like a what the fuck moment.
yeah.
We've got a question. I'm just going to make sure that I say his name right in the right order from Jerry Jenkins. Show day. How do you determine what and how much to eat? What you eat on show day is literally the exact same you have been eating in your prep, in your peak week. The only thing that changes is the amounts of it. And what to eat or how much to eat on show day, however much you need. Realistic, how long's a piece of string? Like you eat to your needs and you eat the same shit that you've been eating before. I think that like that's not the answer that you're looking for, but the answer that you are looking for is much more individualistic than you think it is. Like I think that is the bottom line. I can't give an answer. Be like, oh yeah, mate, you eat rice cakes and honey, and you eat 5 rice cakes at this time, and then it's individual dependent. Like, but from I'll talk over what I eat actually, and you can talk over what you eat. My pre-stage was I had sourdough and whey and dark chocolate in the morning. Probably like that would actually be, you know how people go, oh, choose one protein fat source. That would be mine. Probably sourdough whey and dark chocolate, or sourdough mince and dark chocolate. But anyways, sourdough whey, dark chocolate, they all sit really, really well with me. So I knew that, and I'd had them in full prep, full peak weeks, super, super well. And then pre-stage, we had rice, mince, and honey. Simple as that. Low volume is another thing. You want you want density within your carb. You want carb dense, but not obviously high volume is what I'm trying to get at there. So that's what I had. Just keep it simple, man. There's no need to try and make it flamboyant in any way, shape, or form. Just chill the fuck out, have the shit that you usually have, and eat to your needs, and that's obviously really, really individualistic, as I say.
Yeah, there's no set amounts. It's again, it's based on the data, based on the data that you gathered on peak week, how to land that look. Now, something to note is, and what you might see common, backstage pre-meal is like rice cakes, jam, honey, dates, raisins, etc. for the reason you went over, which is to keep that volume low, the dense carbohydrates. Now, the reason why we want that is to keep the midsection as tight as possible. Okay, that's very, very important. Again, just in general, when you have a tight, smaller midsection, that only accentuates the X-frame. It makes your legs literally look bigger, makes your upper body look better when your waist is tight. So that's a big priority when stepping on stage. Now, what I had backstage, or usually before I went on stage, it wasn't really a meal. It was just like some rice cakes, jam, and honey. And the thing you can do as well, like pretty much when you wake up in show day, based on how you look, you can have like a pre-planned, pre-stage meal. And then what I would do is I would bring some rice cakes just in case you need some more food. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Again,
no, that's exactly what
every
I did.
yeah, and everything on show day should be based meal by meal. It should be looking at a look, seeing because again on show day there's so much more variables that aren't in play when it's peak week or when it's the weeks before because show day stress a little bit, maybe a little bit higher. You're excited, you're moving about, possibly a bit more. Obviously, you want to kind of put your feet up, etc. But you're going to a different venue. It's something you're not used to, and your body can react to that in a sense. So again, everything can change there. But when you wake up, judging by how you look, you should have you should pretty much know, how much fluid, how much food you want to get to a certain scale weight to get a certain look to land on the stage. And again, if your body's speeding up in a sense, you're maybe dropping body weight or you maybe not the body weight hasn't came up as much as you wanted, then again that's when you can look to add possibly a little bit more carbs, a little bit more fluid in there. But again, it's very person dependent. Again, this is why you gather data and you track all of the data in peak week, just like as we discussed at the start.
Uh-huh.
Every single meal, knowing how much fluid, knowing how much food brings your body weight up by X, etc., and knowing the body weight that you sort of want to replicate when you wake up on show day. The night before show day, when you go to bed, you want to get to a certain body weight. So you can predict the weight you're going to make up on show day, and you can predict the look, and therefore before stage, is as well something to note as well. The time that you're on stage, this is very important, and you need to know this beforehand, so when to land that look on stage in a sense, and how much meals you're going to have before then. Is it
Yeah,
one meal? Is it two meal? Is it three meal? Is it four meal? Etc. This is all very, very important data that you need to almost kind of trial out and gather before show day itself. So it's a very thorough process. It is,
yeah,
but that's exactly how you predict it, and don't just wing it in a sense.
yeah. 100%. Just being super, super detailed. I think one thing to mention as well, obviously, with the different sort of circumstances that a show day does sort of bring, I think like obviously the look is king, but edging away from scale weight
Scale weight,
when
yeah,
it comes to like the show day specifically, because there's a million and one things that is going to impact that, and realistically, always keeping the look at the forefront of everything, because realistically, that's what you're standing on
100%.
stage with.
100%.
especially
Again,
on a show day, because it might differentiate between obviously things like stress, excitement, you know, just what a show day brings.
and do not have any foods that you've not had before. Don't risk
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, just
You know what I'm saying?
don't be a twat.
It's peak week show day is not a day for trying stuff out. It is not a
Yeah,
day for trying stuff out.
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, it's been an hour, mate, but I've got one more question here. And actually, I don't have an answer. Actually, I do have an answer to this. Worst piece of advice you've been given?
Worst piece of advice you've been given?
Do you want me to
I
start? Because I think I've got one.
Yeah, I've got one. I've got one. You want to go though?
Okay. I wouldn't say it's like a piece of advice, but like a general sort of statement that people may say is like, there's always more to come off. And I learned it the hard way that sometimes there just isn't more to
Yeah,
come off.
there's always more to come off until there's not.
But like, more may come off, but it may not result in a better look.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
You'll be
that'd be
jeopardizing things. Yeah, no, that's a really good one. I'll give you like a kind of unserious one, and I'll try and think of a serious one.
okay.
Did I ever tell you about the time when my granddad went into some like supplement shop, and he was showing them like, because it
I
was like the
think
weekend after I'd won the
was it the
show.
creatine?
No, it was to do with the protein. Like, see, because my
Oh,
chest
okay,
is
yeah.
dog shit, he was like,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
his chest should be fuller. The reason why his chest isn't like popping full is because he doesn't eat enough protein. Like that.
It's like fucking being PT'd by like a pure gym fucking.
I mean,
You know
it's
what I'm
like being
saying?
PT'd by like a fucking teacher, mate, a PE teacher. Awful, man.
Crazy.
But from like another piece of advice that I've been given, that I just think like fucking hell. I'm just trying to think actually.
I could
Uh,
definitely like if I dig deep, I could really think of some fucking
yeah, because you get like
horrible things.
the ones on the general, like where people just tell you to have a little bit of fun. Like it's not, you're not going to stay like that locked in forever. Like I used to do that when I was your age, and it doesn't last.
Yeah,
Like says who, mate?
it's like people people will gauge their
Projecting, yeah,
experiences,
yeah, yeah.
and yeah, and just yeah,
Yeah, just thinking that because this happened to me, so this will happen to you.
just like almost jealousy as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you walk down this road and a bird shat on you, so when I walk down this
Yeah,
road, I will be shit on by the same bird. Doesn't work like that, mate. Does not work like
and
that.
people think that their way is the only way,
Yeah,
which is kind of
that's
similar.
a gripe as well. Actually, that's like a fucking
Yeah,
rubs me up the wrong way. Like I cut my hair with a knife and fork, so you must cut your hair with a knife and fork. No, mate, here's a fucking pair of clippers.
literally,
Like,
literally, that's such a good analogy for like training, nutrition, etc.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
it's yeah, I
What's
agree
the
with that.
most far off it thing of the week? If you can't think of one, I can go straight away.
You can go straight away, mate.
Right, most far off it thing of the week. Me and Ellie, food shop, Monday morning, as always, 9:30 in Aldi, every single week. So we were just on like the opening aisle, you know, where your chicken is, your veg and all that. There's this guy filling up his fucking basket, and he's like looking about. He looks how do we say, mad with it. He looks
Mm.
absolutely hanging at 9:30 in the morning, right? And he's filling up his basket. I'm like, what the fuck's this country? He's marching about the place. I'm like, what's he doing?
Where do you
Anyway,
shop
wait,
first though?
what's that?
Where do you shop?
Down it
Sh-
beside Celtic Park.
Okay, yeah.
So that's probably why. Probably a Celtic fan. And so he's like looking about, and you know how like you can only get in the indoors and out the outdoors, like vice versa. He waits for this woman to come in the indoors, and he just like barges past her with the full fucking basket in his hand and just walks out.
Mega.
Like with the full shop, and like the woman was just like standing looking and just was like looking a bit like that and just going like, oh, he just walked out with his full shop. But that was one of the most far off things I've seen
Mm.
this week.
Yeah,
Although
it's
it was,
crazy.
oh yeah, it was this week. It was Monday. Yeah,
It's pretty much just what you do, but just bit more.
on a bigger scale.
Yeah, on a bigger scale, yeah. He
Yeah,
needs to take a lesson off Isla.
yeah. He needs to sell me a course on how to scale, mate.
Mm. Listen, that's a business shit, mate. That's a business shit. Most far off a thing
I'm going to bring up my camera roll as well and see if there's been any far off
would
things.
probably be I was driving my car a full month without an MOT. That's pretty far off it.
Yeah, yeah. Aye. I was pretty far off it this morning actually, because I looked at my glutes and hamstrings and I was like, "Fuck, I'm so cooked. I look like shit. I look fat." And then like I just went up
That
the
happens,
stairs.
mate.
I just went up the stairs and just like took a photo of like my arse and like my hamstrings in the mirror, and I just think like, mate, this is literally the shit you would get sent when you were like 12, mate. Like this is like an actual scud. What am I
Like
doing
a
taking this photo?
such a
Um,
fucking gay sport, innit?
yeah, another far off it thing, right? So Ellie got me this, right? She was at a chocolate factory in Edinburgh, right?
Mhm.
So this
What
dark chocolate.
flavour is that?
Well, sorry.
Does that have a flavour on it?
Oh, it's like some nutty thing or something, right? But I can't have it now because in this bar of dark chocolate, there is double the carbs per 100 grams in comparison to Lindt, but less fat. The
What's
ingredients are
in
the same.
that's sus,
No
mate.
idea, no idea.
Yeah, that's
But
sus.
when prep finishes, I'll probably have that a whole bar in the winner, and with and with sourdough. But that was pretty far off it in a way, I think. But apart from that, I'm looking for my camera roll, and I can't seem to find anything that I would say is far off it, mate. But yeah, it's just been more of the same. From me this week.
Bodybuilding, mate. Bodybuilding.
Just bodybuilding, bro. Just bodybuilding. I've been getting guys messaging me all the time. Actually, man, I had some guy like go through my link in my bio to get to my WhatsApp to say like you're the
Oh, mate.
sexiest UK bodybuilder. I'm like, mate, I like if you want to send me money, you can send me money. If not, shut up.
And
Like, yeah,
actual top one worst cunts ever.
mate, my Instagram since my show, I've got 50% more followers since stepping on stage, which is pretty cool.
That's the only reason why we're prepping, mate, just for that
Yeah, I
fucking
need to get the followers up, man.
that number, mate.
Just
Yeah,
need the
that is all.
number. Yeah, that has always been a pretty enjoyable episode.
As always, mate. As always.
Giving out value and having a laugh along the way.
Yeah. In-person pod this weekend.
In-person pod this weekend. I'm just thinking, mate, we're going to be heading back up the road on the Sunday after the show.
Oh, are
This
we?
could, yeah,
My fucking god. What? Oh, that's gonna be the longest ever.
mate.
I thought it was Monday.
Mate, could you imagine? Because like, no. Could you imagine like if either me or Harry make the overall, we're going to be there the full fucking night after that, and then we're going to need to drive back up.
Mate, and then I'm gonna have to stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'll bring some monsters for you, man. Like you're gonna need more than
Yeah.
monsters, man. I can't even mention it on the podcast. You're gonna need a right
Mm.
good pick me up. You're gonna need a right
I
good
got
pick me
you.
up, bro.
Zero calorie in it.
Yeah, 0 calorie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll be fun, mate. Looking forward to that. But anyway, we're heading down tomorrow morning. How long? 5 hour drive down to Birmingham.
Yeah, probably if you want to take into consideration piss breaks and all the sorts. Mate, it's gonna be good though. I'm gonna pack.
Are you 100% sure we're going back down on Sunday? I swear it was Monday.
No, I promise you, mate. We haven't booked an Airbnb Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday,
There you
Saturday,
go.
Sunday.
At least the Airbnb looks nice, mate.
The Airbnb does look nice, mate.
Hopefully it actually does look like the photos this time.
Hopefully it's got a good fucking check-in spot.
Yep. That's also very important.
That's all I'm asked about. Like, I think there's 2 toilets as well. One of them's in the ensuite room, which I'll be taking. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. But yeah, there's going to be a full car tomorrow.
Oh.
We are travelling down. Myself,
Yep.
Mr. Bidon, Leo, Josh, the driver.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope we get there in one piece. I honestly think Josh driving at like 150 miles an hour is better than Leo driving at 60.
100%. Listen, we can't flame Leo. He
No,
he does good
Leo,
for
yeah,
us. He
no, we
does
love
good
you
for us.
taking the piss, but
He does
Leo
good.
is always like, he always steps up.
He does.
Always,
He does.
always steps up with a 6 out of 10 driving performance.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, Lou's on junior bodybuilding on Sunday. I've got a client on stage in Canada. And that's us. We'll get an in person. Hopefully, but I want to do a fucking
We could
show
do an
wrap
in
up.
person. We can do an in person pod, and then we can do a show wrap up pod on the Monday.
Yeah, I'll be fucking sleeping the whole day Monday, mate. I'm fucking.
Yeah,
That's a long day for me. It's a long day.
I might break my routine a little bit as well and get up a little bit later on Monday. But then again, I've got check-ins to do on Monday as well. I might
I
just
might
kill
just do an.
myself after the
I
show.
might just do. Mate, I might as well just do an all nighter. See if I have to stay up till like 3 o'clock. I might just do an all
Do you
nighter.
know? I might ask Monday check-ins to check in early on Sunday, get everything sent across, and I'll do the check-ins on the way back up the road, and I'll get up later on the Monday morning. Bosh. There we
Actually,
go.
that kind of suits me if I'm if we're driving back and my client's on stage, I can just sit and chill in the car and just fucking
Yeah.
sort them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it
that's
kind of
it.
works out well, but we'll
That's
see
it.
time wise. I'm actually going to find out today in a little bit, timings wise, so I'll sort that out. But we're down to Birmingham tomorrow for the weekend, which I'm very much looking forward to. PC Nights 2, Loose on stage. Let's fucking have it. Yeah, that's all, mate. Anything else? Do you want to round this off?
Let's fucking get it. That's it. Let's fucking get it.
Goodbye. See you next time. Oh.
End the fuck.